Boom, right there. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So today's juice review is actually more based from a shop that I'm actually really proud and happy and honored and all of that jazz to be able to. Yes, that was like not so much jazz fingers, but that was like a jazz fountain. But it's more just because I'm really honored and privileged to be able to do this. I grew up on Long Island, and so anytime I get a chance to do reviews or show any type of support for anybody based, back in that area, it's always a bonus for me. This is a shop that actually is established. I believe it was established in 2015, but it's located almost right down the street from where I used to grow up and hang out, things like that. It is based in a town called Sayville. It's on Long Island. It's in New York. It's Blackwater Vape, or Blackwater Vapor, depending on how you want to say it. But if you go to their Facebook website, it's Blackwater Vapor. Blackwater's one word, Vapor. They don't have a specific website yet. I believe there is one in the works, but they are on Snapchat as well. They're also all over Instagram, so definitely check it out. They have a couple of really amazing people that are attached to them that help promote some of their stuff on Instagram as well, so definitely give them a follow with that. So as I said, it is a shop, so they don't have a specific line or anything like that, but they do carry a multitude of premium liquids, authentic mods, things like that. So if you are in the area or you're visiting the area, things like that, definitely check them out. Give them a follow on Instagram as well. Just give them some love and support like they do for everybody else that they involve themselves with. Now, the flavor review for one of them that I'm doing is, it's from a company called Widow's Web, and this is one of the flavors that he was gracious enough to shoot out to me to do a review on. This one here, they are based out of New York as well. It's by a group called Foxtail Distribution is who distributes them. They are based in the Long Island area, or New York area. It is a 3 milligram. They come in 60 ml bottles, and it's 0, 3, and a 6. Now, I always like to say the reason why it's not a huge assortment of nicotine levels, it's because it's not about the amount of nicotine you can cram into the flavor. It's about the enjoyment of the vape and the flavor itself. A few people have taken that as, maybe I'm misinformed, or that I've been misinforming for things like that. It's mainly, the main reason is just due to all the new FDA regulations and the rulings and everything else that's coming down, and juice companies are finding it easier to make bigger bottles with a few nicotine options. It's more cost effective that way. Either way, it benefits vapors because you're still getting quality flavors, you're still getting nicotine. It's just if you vape a higher nicotine, you just might want to consider trying something new in a lower nicotine level. You never know, you might find something that you like better in a lower nicotine. But this is their flavor. They do have a website. It is widowswebvaporco.com. And there are 3 flavors to this line, so I will be doing reviews on all 3 of them. The one that I'm doing today is called Sticky Web, and this is a blueberry s'mores. So basically, it's just a s'mores flavor with a drizzle of blueberry on this. But like I said, it is a 60 ml bottle. It does have all the warning and ingredient labeling on this. The safety cap, as you can tell, is really beefy. It's basically similar to a Chubby Gorilla unicorn bottle, but you can do this all day and it won't come off. So this is a first vape, first review. I will be busting that seal here in just a second. It is going on a fresh cotton wick, as you can tell right there, which I always do. And as always, my cotton of choice is, yes, Texas Tough Cotton. I bet you thought I was going to say something different. No, not really. It works really well for me. I like the fact that it doesn't have a huge amount of break-in time, so you pretty much will go instantly to full flavor. I do a couple of vapes, and then a re-drip, and then a vape or two, just to make sure that I don't miss out on any of the flavor, and if there's something specific. So this is their label, and as you can tell, it's a Widow's Web, so there is a spider pixelation character in the background, which looks really cool. And then it has the name and everything else on there. Like I said, this is a 3 nicotine level for me, so we're going to go ahead and bust this open. And if you hear the crack, like that, it's actually really cool. And then it comes with a nozzle tip like that on there. Now, if you're using a tank, depending on the tank that you're using, some people might have a little bit of a problem with it depending on the fill port hole for your tank. Just simply transfer it to a unicorn bottle and you're good to go. But on drippers, these work really well. You just want to be careful that you don't super squeeze the bottle hard or too much, depending on how much or how fast the liquid comes out, so you don't end up flooding your dripper or making a mess all over the place. Now, I believe this is a 70-30 mix, and I'm just basically going off of the constitution of looking at the air bubble that's in here and how fast it moves through the liquid. So I will find out for sure, and I will put it in the comment box once I do to update that. But I believe it's going to be about a 70-30. So it's a good mix ratio between flavor and clouds. So it will be a fair contribution of both. So go ahead and do a quick pre-burn on that. Go ahead and juice this up more. And Widow's Web, I believe, was started by two vapors themselves who were just basically, you know, like most people are just trying to find those flavors that you can make your all-day vapes that you're not going to vape out on bad, that is going to give you that premium feel without charging you an arm and a leg, and just finding flavors that are a little outside the box, you know, that isn't common to everybody there. So go ahead and cap this up. And as always, I'm vaping at 75 watts. So this is Sticky Web, which is blueberry s'mores from Widow's Web that I was given to do a review on from Blackwater Vapor. Okay, so as you can see on the clouds, whether it's a 70-30, I would say at the most it's a 75-25, but I'm going to go on a limb and say I believe it is a 70-30. But the clouds are pretty solid for what it is regardless. So you definitely, if you are a cloud chaser, you're definitely not going to be disappointed with the cloud production off of this juice. Now, as I stated, I'm just going ahead and doing a quick re-drip on this, and just go ahead and vape it a couple more times just to make sure that there isn't anything about the flavor that I may have missed or overlooked, so that I'm not misinforming you as far as to the quality of the flavor or what I get out of that. Okay. There he is. So flavor-wise, you definitely taste the blueberry. Blueberry is a very potent flavor no matter what you have it in. If it's meant to be tasted, it's going to have a very potent and prominent presence in the flavor. This is no different. You definitely taste the blueberry in this. Now, as far as a s'mores flavor, it's really hard to try to get an equal combination on the taste of a graham cracker, the marshmallow, and the chocolate without it being singled out any of the three. Because graham cracker in general is a very light flavor. The marshmallow is going to just have more of a cream taste, but you have to be careful how extreme it is, because if it's too much, then it's going to taste more like a yogurt or a custard. If it's too light, then you're going to miss out on it. Chocolate, in most of the flavors that I've ever experienced with it, if you use too much of it, you end up with a chalky aftertaste with it. But again, if you don't use enough, it becomes really light, and then you miss out on that. So for this flavor in general, as far as a specific s'mores, it does fall a little short if you're looking for the overall s'mores flavor. Like I said, you definitely taste the blueberry. There is a slight bit of creaminess in there, which I would have put to the marshmallow aspect. The aftertaste kind of has a slight hit of, I would put it towards the chocolate. It doesn't have like a chocolate specific taste, but if you've vaped chocolate flavors before, there is a common aftertaste that you do get on all of them. The graham cracker is the only part that I probably say I don't taste anything on. But if you like blueberry flavors, this isn't a bad blueberry flavor in general. It's just, if it's supposed to be promoting the blueberry s'mores aspect of it, overall the combination of all the flavors does get a little muddled with the blueberry being a little bit prominent. But overall, it's not a bad flavor. There is no throat hit, so it's actually really smooth for the medium mix that I'll say that it's at. It's, like I said, I believe it's roughly at about a 70-30. Cloud Vapor production is actually really, really solid for it as well, as you just saw. So it's not it's not a bad flavor, but if you are going to purchase it or vape it because you want the s'mores aspect of it, it does fall a little short of that, in my opinion. Now, everybody has a different sensitivity to flavors. Everybody has a different vaping style, also depending on the wattage that you vape at. So it is going to differ here or there depending on your vaping style. For me, myself, s'mores wise, it just fell a little short in that aspect, but still a decent vape. But definitely check out widowswebvapor.co. Sorry, widowswebvaporco.com. They do have a couple of the flavors on there. Keep a watch out for my YouTube channel. I will be doing reviews on the other two flavors as well. Definitely check out Blackwater Vapor. Great guy running the scene back there. It's awesome to see shops like that being up and running around the Homestead area. Big props and respect out to him. Nothing but love for those guys, so definitely check them out. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook. You can call them directly, you can email them and message them directly as well, so definitely give them a lot of love and support. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I myself can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, it's the only reason why I do this. So definitely reach out to me and let me know if there's any questions, comments, concerns that you may have that I can help answer. A particular video that you're looking to see, I will do everything in my power to make that happen for you. But until next time, no matter what, morning, noon, night, doesn't matter. Always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.